Hey guys, welcome back to News to the Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And today I got some pretty exciting news for you guys tonight, and that is that actor Tenoch Huerta reportedly is playing Namor in Black Panther 2, or otherwise known as Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Now this is really exciting, as we all know, if you're a comic book reader, Namor has been more or less of an antagonist to several characters, especially to the Black Panther. Really, he's actually been an actual enemy to that character. So those characters do have a history, they go way back, and this is actually Marvel's first official mutant, debuting back in 1939. So let's go ahead and get into that, but before we get into it, I want you guys to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you don't miss anything. I post videos on a daily, and I do live streams at least twice a week from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to go ahead and click on that bell notification so you don't miss those as well. And join my Discord. The invitation link to that is down in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started with this article that's coming to us from ScreenRant.com. And a new report claims that Tenoch Huerta is the MCU's Namor the Submariner, making his debut as the villain of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Now, he would be the perfect villain for that movie, as you know that Namor at some point will transition over to become a hero and obviously get his own spin-off film. So Tenoch Huerta will reportedly be playing Namor the Submariner, King of Atlantis, in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. The first Black Panther movie set Wakanda up to be one of the most important locations in the MCU, a fictional African nation possessed of advanced technology that it was finally ready to reveal to the world. The sequel, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, is sure to explore the country's new role as a world power. There have been long rumors Black Panther 2 will ignite conflict straight from the comics between Wakanda and another ancient, secretive civilization, the underwater kingdom of Atlantis, ruled by Namor the Submariner. Atlantis is a warlike nation whose inhabitants despise the surface world. Iron Man 2 hinted at Atlantis' existence in the MCU, with a shield map highlighting a hotspot in the Atlantic Ocean, so suggesting Nick Fury believed that he needed to keep an eye on something in the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Avengers Endgame even featured this, what many considered another nod towards Atlantis, with Black Widow and Okoye discussing underwater earthquakes. Okoye dismissed these tremors are nothing more than minor subduction under the African tectonic plate. This natural event didn't need handling, but most viewers assumed the truth was far more sinister. They hoped it pointed to a coming war between Wakanda and Atlantis, with the Submariner making his MCU debut at last. A new report from the Illuminati claims those hopes are about to be fulfilled. They claim Narcos Mexico star Tenoch Huerta, who joined Black Panther 2 in November last year, is playing Namor the Submariner, ruler of Atlantis. So what's more, the Illuminati further reports two major Atlantean characters are being cast for the film: Namor's cousin Namora and the warlord Atuma, his greatest enemy, whose plans in the comics frequently involve causing a war between Atlantis and the surface world. So director Ryan Coogler proved to be an expert at the world building in Black Panther, and assuming the Illuminati's report is accurate, he'll no doubt be equally creative when it comes to bringing the MCU's Atlantis to life. The challenge will be to make it different enough for viewers not to feel they've seen something like this before in Aquaman, but using Namor as an antagonist rather than an ally is a quick way of differentiating the two versions of Atlantis. Though the film rights to Namor the Submariner have been notoriously problematic for Marvel because they were sold to Universal back in the 90s. The rival studio appears to own the character's distributing rights, which explains why Marvel hasn't pushed ahead with a solo movie. But this doesn't necessarily rule Namor out as an antagonist in a film starring other heroes. Universal owns the distribution rights to the Hulk as well, which has meant the Jade Giant is relegated to team-up movies like the Avengers, Thor Ragnarok. TV rights are even more uncertain, but the She-Hulk series that's coming to Disney Plus suggests that they will be separate in these contracts, and if so, Disney could well go on to explore Atlantis on their streaming service. Hopefully, it won't be long before this rumor is officially confirmed, and Marvel goes on to reveal a little of what the future has in store for Namor the Submariner. So this is really exciting. Namor the Submariner is probably the perfect villain. I can't think of another character that would be a great antagonist at the moment for at least Black Panther or the Wakandans, for that matter, but they do have a lot of history in the comics. They've been on wars. Eventually, of course, Namor will go on to become a protagonist in his own series and his own comics and everything like that. So it's good to do this, and it's a great way to distinguish this character from Aquaman in the comics, because Namor is essentially basically Aquaman, but for Marvel Comics, and he's really old and he's been around for quite some time. Maybe they'll be able to, I guess, address him as a mutant in the film, because Namor was born half Atlantean. So you look at like the comics, Namor was born half Atlantean, half mutant, and the Black Panther made sure to keep massive file secret data about Atlantean weaknesses, and specifically Namor the Submariner, just in case he ever became some sort of enemy. And while he didn't start off as an enemy to Wakanda at first, he would certainly become one. So this is the perfect storyline to drop in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It's probably one of the best stories that we could ever have, and I'm sure this is gonna blow up. And of course, we still have yet to see who's gonna be carrying on at least Chadwick Boseman's legacy of the Black Panther, because that role has not been assigned yet. So it's a little unclear as to what's gonna happen to that character as far as that goes. There are rumors that Michael B. Jordan will be reportedly coming back as the character of Killmonger, but maybe reincarnated, or at least from another universe where he's actually a good guy, and he'll be given the title as Black Panther. Because remember, Marvel's not recasting the role of Black Panther T'Challa, and they're certainly not going to do any digital effects or digitize Chadwick Boseman's character, at least, but rather the role, or the mantle, should I say, will be passed on to an entirely different character who's not named T'Challa in this case, but who's an entirely new character, or at least an existing character from the past, but who's brought back from a different universe. So whatever it is that they're going to be doing, I'm sure it'll work, and I'm sure it's going to be met with great reception from the audience, because this movie's going to blow up, and I think it's going to surpass probably like the $2 billion mark at least. So anyways, you guys let me know your thoughts about this whole Namor situation, and what are your thoughts about the actor of Tenoch Huerta being cast as the character of Namor? You comment down below, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the notifications so you don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.